Welcome back. You can see I was playing in my main community earlier. Had to do one more test on computers. I was given an interesting tip by Jim Struckman Jr., so shout out to him. And I did run a test on it. It'll be in the final video. Anyways, time to get back in. Nightmare Zone Season 4, Episode 2. The Fox City Police Department is back on the hours. I'm still not convinced that the Rousey method is the right method, the help everyone method is the correct method, but maybe I will surprise myself. Maybe being a goody-good will wind up manifesting some type of advantage that I had overlooked. Maybe playing it safe all the time isn't the correct idea. So last episode, there was some weird audio disturbances. There was like some kind of engine sound in the background. It was strange. I'm not sure if that was the air conditioning compressor. I've had it on many times. Like, the air conditioner has been running many times in these videos, and this is the first time that maybe that was the sound. I'm not sure, though, or it could have been some kind of audio error. I have no idea what that weird noise was, especially because it happened halfway through the video and then stopped. It was something that would be hard to pick up. We'll see, though. Turning off the air conditioner. And I'm also recording a little bit earlier in the day when it's cooler. So we're immediately greeted by quests. So last time I said I would end the episode with our character already equipped, so I'm going to trust that I did. What? Just, like, pushed me back. We're okay on fuel. This guy wants plague samples.
Whether you like me or not.
I believe they typically want 3. The initial quest wants 1, but I believe the typical quantity of plague samples people want is 3. That is easily done, however, since we brought a ton of them with us. Which is also why I don't mind using that scent block just to destroy 1 plague art. So, since we are on duty, we are going to try to help people. Doing quests, I will try to prioritize as long as there isn't something that's really important to do. But right now, our supplies are pretty stable. Hopefully making friends with everyone will allow us to pick up a survivor, hopefully somebody that has the sheriff as a leader option. Trying to build up a little bit of shooting, because I believe that's one of her weaker skills at the moment.
Hey there.
Hey, come on in.
His name is Matanobu. It's an interesting name. Yep, 3 samples. Oh, it's a huge request. For sure.
Don't stress it.
I don't remember what skills these guys had. People skills. If I remember right, it wasn't anything interesting, though.
You're still alive.
Medicine. That would allow us to get level 3. And we could make them a pathologist.
Hey, welcome.
Oh, there's the third one. Craftsmanship. We already have some more craftsmanship.
You got something for me?
Yeah, sure.
Might buy this med kit. And probably this toolkit. And also this fuel. Actually had some interesting stuff that was worth buying. But I'm leaning more towards no on recruiting them. But we'll leave it as an option. If I were to take someone, I would probably take the person who has knowledge of medicine. But we definitely don't need craftsmanship, and people skills is like kind of a filler skill. And right now we don't need filler skills, we need specific skills. Uh-oh. Yep. Well, on the bright side, we did get +1 in shooting. How close are we to being done on that infirmary? About 3.5 minutes. Sometimes it's hard to trust to see if the vehicle has been completely aired out, because if you've followed the whole series, you've known, I think it's happened twice, where I get in the vehicle, even though the vehicle doesn't show any signs of gas being trapped in it, and then you get back in it, and it just, like, re-gasses you. Well, her day out was pretty short. Pick up the arrows. Okay, so we're gonna swap out Serafina for someone else. Although first I need to change her armaments.
Hey, how's it going?
Switch her back to guard duty. Put 2 of those in and 1 of those in since we're a little low. Who has the least injuries? Looks like Ladislaw does. You have to send people who are still injured into combat. At least until we get that upgrade to the infirmary. Don't see anything that we need to do there. Local disturbance.
I know this is tough, but someone's got to do it.
Oh man, that's not a good sound. Whenever they give you a hint like that, that's not a good sign. So I'm probably going to bring the stims. Let's repair this weapon. Probably bring a backup weapon. All of these weapons are heavily damaged. Let's get some ammo. And let's get that going to start trying to recover some of our stuff.
I gotta take that fat freak out before it gets too close.
Dealt with that guy. Let's also bring a vehicle repair kit in case something strange happens. Normally I would skip a quest like this where they give you a warning like, oh, this is gonna be a tough one. But that's not the theme of this episode. Plus it'll be a learning experience, I guess.
I need some help!
Try to have the vehicle in a getaway position. Gotta hold for 1.5 minutes. All it takes is a screamer or two to make this harder than it needs to be. Want to stay on the outside before I mess with the inside. Need to lead my shots a bit more.
together. We're what's left of the world. That means we get to decide what
So one thing I'm gonna start learning to trust is
keep the faith.
your allies have a tendency to... Your AI allies have more health than you'd expect. I mean, you saw it yourself with... Oh my god, I'm trying to get that screamer. Now she's finally shooting.
Buddy, you're a lightsaber. Literally.
That thing wasn't too bad. We could pick. What do we need? Materials and fuel. Okay, they're not offering any of those. Food, medicine, or ammo. Medicine, I guess?
I'm looking for just the right group to join up with. I'm picky like that.
Check her skills first. No skills at all. Means we could potentially teach her something. Let's at least take her and see if she has... Oh my gosh, stop running away.
Thanks, pal. You won't regret this.
You want to follow me back to our base?
Let's at least see what her skill is. That's what I'm currently thinking. One thing I don't like about her is that we have a duplicate voice. I tend to like a variety of different voices. Is her and Seraphina share the same voice? Too bad they didn't create like different dialogue sets. Even if they have the same voice, they should have had the voice actors record like 2 sets of dialogue that don't cross over. That way they would, even if they had the same voice, they would sound a little bit different still.
This is it. Home sweet home.
Let's see what she is.
We're making it way
A
too
builder.
easy for zombies to hear us in here.
Doesn't help us really. And I don't think we don't have any books, so I'd have to go visit where I can't remember where the local library is on this map. I think what I'm going to do is go do some reconnaissance. Well, no, I think we need to find more building materials because we're going to need to start countering our food losses. Let's check this warehouse over here. What I really want to do is try to find a survey car. That would make things a little bit easier.
Kill the screamer! Fast!
One thing the humans have going for us? Hope. And political funds.
Time to reload! Better keep him down.
Fortunately, even though that other screamer screamed, it's actually causing them to congregate away rather than closer. Recovering those bolts is just so handy. I mean, imagine how much ammo we would be losing if I wasn't able to recover the bolts and I was shooting just as much. And even though the weapon is slightly more awkward than a gun, once you've used it long enough, you become pretty familiar with it. On the other hand, I'm not as good with regular guns as a result.
Someone must have cleared this out.
That was pretty simple. One stop. I've heard of having a glass jaw, but you had a glass face. NOG Dranks. Materials?
I might keep-
Yes, yes, very nice. A little unhappy that we only got one there. You'd hope that those warehouses would have two, but this is Nightmare Zone. I may have gotten a little spoiled by some of the other hot areas we had where we got multiple rucksacks. Did not want to jump over the fence. I was trying to stomp that zombie's face in. We still need to try to save parts, because that's actually one of our big problems right now is we don't have very many weapons to rotate through, so we need to find some weapons. Even if they're junky weapons, we just need weapons. Ammo ruck. That's something that we super need right now, but... Where is that last crate at? Wait, did I just pass it? There it is.
Nope, nothing.
Scouting maxed out. That'll make finding things a lot easier. Let's go ahead and drop this off, because I have not plotted out my next area that I want to explore. Okay, we might switch back to Serafina just because she was fresh anyways. Are these guys gonna keep moving forward? Yes, they are. Why didn't you do that ability?
I need a break.
Okay.
Okay.
Put that away, put that away. This guy's injured anyways, we'll let him try to get everyone back on their feet completely. Okay, back to Serafina, 'cause she wasn't technically done yet. She just got ambushed by that bloater. Okay, that's fine. So what we want to do is, let's check our construction options again. Let's build the garden.
Running real short on building materials here, guys.
And then let's go head over to the industrial district. And begin stockpiling with materials. Call in a fuel thing. Hopefully we find a survey car along the way. Because I don't like scouting the old-fashioned way. I will do it, but I would prefer to not have to run those guys over because I feel like it. Just because we're getting mentored by Rousey doesn't mean that I can't have periodic bouts of random violence. Not too much random violence, though the vehicle can't take much. Oh man, we can now use the main feature of Mayor Valley.
We've been robbed. Stop that thief.
God help me if I find the asshole who fucked that up.
Okay, let's go do what we were doing, and then we'll come back and do that. Look for a decent way down. Here looks fine. Right up here looks like it isn't too steep. Yep, just barely made it. That level 2 infirmary already getting its materials worth.
Could use a hand over here. Can you spare someone?
Gosh, all of a sudden everybody wants my help when I'm trying to do something. We'll see where that guy is after I scout. I hear a bloater. Can't believe I can't shoot through the fence. Alright, time to reveal the area.
Let's keep that screamer quiet. Looks like another plague heart. I've always wanted to drive one of those.
What vehicle did we reveal? An ambulance?
We might be able to turn that spot into a sweet home site.
Seeing a lot of vehicles. I mean, it is Nightmare Zone, but hoping to find a decent vehicle.
Okay, nothing more to see here.
Well, let's go ahead and loot this. Parts, about what I expected. Loot this. We can carry that. So where's the local disturbance? Okay, so those are all quests that are for, those are like specific types of quests. They're not random. They're not, well, they're semi-random. Which means they should stick around for a while, and that means I should be able to look for materials.
That's nice. Ish.
That guy looks like he's onto something. He's like, I think I heard something.
Force up.
That helmet makes a big difference. They take a lot of stumps. Let's go explore for the other ones over here. Okay, here's the last two. You gotta put the heel on them in 5 stumps.
Not bad.
Good.
Not bad.
Actually, I'll take all of these. Give me a second rucksack. Probably wouldn't get one in one of these, like, reception desks, but... Empty envelope, yeah, let's leave that behind. Let's put this in as well, because mods are heavy. Apparently I didn't get everything in here. Is that a bug? Oh, I didn't explore the whole place.
Around.
Okay. Wanted to make sure we get it off the map so I don't get confused. Big blue warehouse.
Destroying plague hearts is a dirty job. But what other choice do we have?
I don't know, like, destroy them later when I'm not as lazy. Not get the attention of that horde if we can help it. I believe it's on the opposite side of that concrete wall, though.
We're really turning this place around.
There's the spare weapon. Begin... Oh yeah, we need parts. Let's install the mod then. Gonna be chemicals or parts, as usual with these. Even though we have a ton of chemicals, they tend to be worth a decent bit, so we could sell them if necessary. Engage in a little bit of commerce.
Am I the only one that's heard the saying, talk shit, get hit?
You see? You see the bullshit I have to deal with?
Looks like our allies aren't quite getting along. They'll get over it, though. So far, not having the best fortune with materials. Okay, we'll leave that behind. What? Why didn't you... Why do I have so much trouble picking up arrows, of all things? That one is unknown. We are not guaranteed to... We don't have a good shot at getting materials out of it.
I have a bloater in sight.
Where? Pick another area that has materials. Here we go. Now we don't want to return with that, like a good, like, 4 to 6 rucksacks of materials. This needs to be like a decent supply run. A ton of zombies. Try this one. This one looks much cleaner.
Looks clear to me.
Give me some darn materials. Okay? Maybe that's the keys. You gotta complain about it. Parts. Parts actually is pretty handy right now since we are going through the parts pretty fast. Extra fuel and another weapon.
Prove yourselves to Red Talon. Time is of the essence.
Okay, the quests are starting to stack up on us. We might need to...
Don't move a muscle. I'm on my way.
What quest is that?
Thanks.
Okay, survivor in need. Whoa, it's not ram into the house. Ah, another bloater.
I need help!
Shit, they're in real trouble.
Red Talon has assigned me to work with you on this task. Could you come over here?
We got some shit to trade if anyone's interested.
To deal with this horde first, unfortunately. Of course, of all the executions it could give me, it gives me the worst one. Took the swing in the wrong direction.
Almost out. Not bad.
Okay, let's see what she wants. Destroy an infestation.
After you.
Rebar. Need an outpost, I think. Even if it's just a temporary one. A bed outpost is something that will come in handy, though, so...
Here. That zombie's headed our way.
No sight nor scent of Zeds. Location is secure, guys. You can thank me later.
Let's go ahead and use the bandages. Grab some snacks out. Up an arrow, very nice. Infestations are spreading, no surprise there. Oh, there we go. Put this stuff away. Go toast us an infestation. Don't think we have any incendiaries. Go ahead and brew some up. I think I will actually activate this. Just to start leveling up her skill. Okay, we don't need 6. Calm down now. How about 2? Okay, where is the target? Is that the only one? I mean, I know I've seen that one, but... How about this one? Someone told me that I don't have to specifically destroy the infestation marked. I can destroy whichever one I want, so... Let's try that. Let's just get one of these other ones that are away from the plague arts.
zombies are all over us.
Shit, they're in real trouble.
Yeah, these guys, there are quests all over the place. I guess that's what we're doing for the remainder of this episode, are quests. Who knows, maybe they'll pay us some rucksacks. Hopefully we can get some of this done during the daytime. Let's reveal an area or two as we go. Wow, I was right next to that and it still didn't reveal. That's the good old Mazzara farm over there, yep. Okay, there's the infestation. There's the Screamer. Okay, with the Screamer dead, we can just kill him the old-fashioned way. I guess that Red Talon character is not gonna help. Look at her, she's just like getting attacked. Sounds of combat, drawing more attention. Let her do some of the work. Okay, so it looks like it's not true. We do have to kill this specific infestation. Good thing we didn't use these supplies then. Oh my god, they keep wiggling around.
Score one for me.
I guess, I mean, it's not a total loss considering that it's just good to keep on top of infestations anyways. And also, we now know that we do have to specifically kill the infestation that they want. Looks like there was an arrow salvageable from that bloater, but right now I'm trying to save daylight.
I see a plague zombie nearby.
Do you? So observant. Such observance.
I figured I'd make myself useful, so here's what I brought back.
Didn't even need to lure them. Got
Still a
him.
mess, but at least it's not infested anymore.
Give me my reward.
You will find that Red Talon rewards good work.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff to sell.
Well done. You will find that Red Talon rewards good work.
Let's just buy some stuff real quick.
Well done. Red Talon believes that the strong protect,
Darn
and
it.
the weak are protected.
Let me see if I can buy something before she goes. Ugh.
Stay alive, all right?
Oh, okay, good. She didn't completely go away. Okay, now she went away. A fishing textbook? Not what I was hoping for, but I mean, technically we do have a character with a skill that could use, something.
Open the damn barrel inside! Come get some!
Oh, that means I need to help him or it's going to cancel the mission. Oops.
We have Zans inside!
There we go.
Hang in there, everyone. We're gonna get through this.
Must be a ton of enemies in there. When there's so many enemies that you don't even have to aim. At least these guys are actually using their guns. Let's shut this door.
We just spotted zombies shambling toward base. Shouldn't be a problem, though.
Oh my gosh, get away from me. We need to kill that feral, but first I gotta... Okay, he's behind me.
Just crush a few more skulls and we win!
Now I'm bouncing off enemies. Take a painkiller. Gotta reload.
Let's make this mag count, kiddos.
Next attack won't be that easy.
Don't worry about it.
So are these guys going to become a community, or are they just going to... Okay, they become a community. Oh, these were the boon traders. Let's check what they got to
See you
sell.
alive.
You got something for me?
Yeah, sure.
Ammo. Handgun press. Why don't we just take... Well, actually, we don't need the ammo. We have 24 ammo already. Let's head back to base. Fortunately, the boon traders were pretty well equipped. I mean, they are the boon traders, so I would hope that they've got some decent gear. Oh man, finally. Home, sweet home. Serafina needs to heal. We can put all the food in, and probably all the materials.
Come on, people, let's fight!
Oh my god, now a zombie siege. It's not one thing, it's another. Let's get this reloaded. She actually... let's get her on guard duty and I'll switch to someone else. Someone who needs to...
You know what we could use? More fuel.
Let's use Ladislaw. Ah, she has a mission. We have to play as her. Oh, the geometry of the game. That's something I don't like about State of Decay. I wish changing characters did not abandon missions. It's like, why would it abandon? I just want to play as someone else. Why would it abandon the mission? Why can't you just keep it? Or why can't someone else do it? Why does it have to be her specifically? I mean, it could be because I think it might be a leader, one of those leader side missions. I can't remember.
Running out of fuel.
Oh my god, the game's geometry is constantly preventing me from executing enemies.
And we're still here. Cheers to us.
Okay, so what do we need to do? It's a war. Yeah, it's a warlord mission. That's why I have to do.
Good luck.
Go catch the thief, I guess. Probably have to use a med kit because I'm not going to want to risk getting too injured. But that's fine. We've got 3 med kits, so no big deal. Use bloater bombs in case we have to fight human enemies. Rebar blade is up. More healing items would be nice. They're pretty close by, actually. Oops. Almost crashed into another tree. Always crashing into something.
Drop your stuff. Don't make me use this.
Hey, we can work this out.
I don't want to slash him. I want to do that attack. Jeez.
Some of you out there are still waiting for the army to come back. Like they say, people, you wait long enough underwater, and you're gonna drown.
Shooting maxed out. I was hoping to get gunslinging. I don't really want either of those. But we'll do assault for a change. Oh man, now I can kick people.
What's up?
Hey, careful out there.
I only took a little food. I'm starving. Get back. What you so normally we would take the violent approach, but that's not what Rouse would do. You know, he'd probably let him keep the food actually, but we're not going to go that far.
We can work this out.
Feels good to take out the trash. They won't be bothering us anymore.
Is this a material? Yes. Let's see if we can get some materials here. Let's also check our buildings. Is there an enemy in here?
No, I was hoping we'd have more company.
Okay, there wasn't. Start making that upgrade. And now that Serafina has agriculture, we can get to level 3.
Not bad. Not bad.
Nice, right off the bat. Probably only going to get 1 though, but still pretty good. Eric recovers from a chunk of missing flesh. Wow. Sounds like a pretty significant injury. I'm not sure how you would recover from a massive chunk of missing flesh. You know, I think it'd just be a giant hole in your body, but... that was a nice little quick visit. Oh my gosh. Accuracy failing me. Give me my bolt back.
I'm
Man,
on that.
does she have...
Maybe you should just go ahead and get over yourself, huh?
Maybe, does she have, like, a trait that causes her to fight people? No, she doesn't. Okay, so there were other people who had quests. So we're not going to do Plague on the community. That's just the that's a highly unimportant quest that just constantly gets generated. That's not like I don't even know why I think those quests get generated specifically for the purpose of trying to keep you on task or try to guide you if you don't know what to do. But those always appear. Like I'll destroy the Plague Hearts on my own time, not when the game wants me to. In case they are one of these treacherous merchants, we got our bloater bombs ready.
Hey there.
So what do we got
Nice, it's a
today?
materials guy. I think we got company. I don't know what's up with my accuracy today, but I'm having a lot of trouble hitting things.
Let's
Maybe
make
it's
a
just one of
deal.
those off days.
So,
Let's buy all of these materials. All excess materials translate to ammo, since we make bolts out of Stop moving!
Let's get down to business.
sure, I guess so.
Let's make a deal.
Sure, I guess so.
I swear, these guys sometimes. See if there's anything else that I want from them.
Let's make a deal.
Sure, I guess so.
Craftsmanship and utilities, no, I don't need those. Don't need the power tools either. Another rebar blade wouldn't hurt, but let's not go too crazy on our influence. Let's get this back to base. Or we could check out that Gearhead's rookie mistakes. Do we have fuel in the back? Let's check our fuel in the back. No fuel, so let's actually head back to base. Then we'll go check out the Gearheads. One good thing that we're doing is we are going all over the map in sometimes kind of random ways just because I have no idea where a quest is going to spawn. And that should actually just naturally encourage you to spread the game spawns out. So I guess that is one of the advantages to doing quests. Sounds like a blood plague juggernaut. Looks like some bloaters. How much ammo do we have? We have plenty of ammo. I'm surprised Serafina isn't tired yet. Put 3 in. That puts us exactly at what we need. So let's call a wizard van in.
Can somebody drop off a ride?
Got it. We'll get it done.
Because we officially need storage now. Check my skills. How has her growth come? So she's maxed in everything except shooting. More and more I'm feeling good about trading Xavier off. Like she's working out way better than Xavier. Doesn't really matter if this gets a little banged up because this isn't really going to be used for much driving unless I want to trade the vehicle out. And then it's going to be a one-way trip. Let's get to base, have some guys help me. Oh, it's an armored horde. I can't shoot him anyways. course, they're like, armored ore, better start well, actually, that's true. The BFG goes right through their armor. Very good, team. Throw this stuff in. Transfer the rucksack over. Let's call in some fuel. Oh, we gotta refuel first. So let's call a second thing of fuel in so that we always maintain one fuel in the back. Reminds me of this song. One day, one of my friends randomly at a gas station encountered a guy who was making his own homemade mix tracks, and the song that stuck out was called Propane, Propane Under the Seat. That was basically how the song went, too. It was like, propane, propane under the seat, propane, propane under the seat. That was basically the song. And every now and then, for some reason, I just cannot shake the memory of that, and now I've shared it with you. The question I have about that song is, do you take it at face value? Is he talking about, you know, flammable substance underneath your chair? Or is it a metaphor for something? You never know with, songs. Oh, that was a headshot. What? He was still alive even though his head was gone.
You're welcome to stay a bit.
Okay, we need to talk to Mark. Our boneheaded apprentice, Lauren, crashed our truck, then ditched it when a horde showed up. Can you help me recover the rucksack of auto parts he left behind? Yeah, sure.
We're mechanics. I'm teaching our newbie the ropes. Well, I'm trying to at least.
I'm fine, by the way. Thanks for asking.
Well, it's not that far away.
So you're like a car mechanic or something?
That's right. I want to set up shop and get some of the busted cars around here working again. Gotta do something, yeah?
Yeah.
Ah, man, our truck is trashed. Hope the parts are
Oh, there's the horde they mentioned.
How'd you even do that? Contact, multiple directions.
Really? You're gonna change targets? Where's the screamer at? There it is.
The zombie's about to hit us.
Hey, you guys willing to meet up? I think we can do each other some good.
Oh, he's behind me.
Reloading.
There's just so many of them right now.
Dear God, I'm tired.
I heard a feral. That is really bad news.
No, not today, no!
Nope, we couldn't do it.
Go like this. I don't know how to pass it.
I don't know, for some reason, I just can't hit any targets today. That's what went wrong there. Well, two things went wrong there. One, this character doesn't have a good, we got endurance. Endurance is just not a great skill. It's not good for combat. Like, if we had striking or anything besides endurance, we could have just gone in there and started just cleaning them up in melee combat, but it's very hard to do with endurance, which is why I would want to retrain out of it. The second problem is that we didn't have a blunt weapon. We had the rebar blade, which is great for personal defense, but if you need to save someone's life, bladed weapons are not going to do it. Like, you need a blunt weapon to clear targets. And then the third problem was that just had really bad accuracy.
Let's make this mag count, kiddos.
What was probably getting, though, was the blood plague zombies. They probably fully infected him and reduced his ability to fight. We tried, though. In some ways, it's kind of a good thing, though, because I didn't really want to do the Gearheads quest. That is the end of this episode, though. I just looked at the time. We've got, like, basically no time left. Let's change to a different weapon. Let's just have her use this one. Like some people ask me why I didn't review Endurance, and the reason for it was I originally didn't even consider it an option. Like, it's just like, you know, based on the way I play, I would never pick Endurance unless it was literally the only choice. So let's probably play as Ladislaw. We'll have him close out the episode. So, that was the end of that one. Too bad we didn't get to save those guys. It doesn't bother me that much just because I just didn't... the Gearheads, all you get from them is the ability to call in cars, and the cars are a little bit cheaper than these ones here, but it's like, I really don't care. Like, it's not going to be very common for me to call a car in, and we just don't need to do it. Like, their quest would have been too much of a hassle for what you get. Which is a kind of a mistake on Undead Labs' part. By adding this in the Winter Holiday 2018 Wizard Van, they basically destroyed the value of the Gearheads, unless your goal is just to accumulate a ton of cars. But if you're just playing, like, where cars isn't this gigantic strategy of yours, then it's just not going to do anything for you. So that's that. Overall, our supplies are a bit imbalanced. Like, we've got ones that are really good, like ammo's good, materials are good, food is good, medicine is decent, but fuel is now the problem. So we're gonna buy any fuel we find, and we're going to be looking for some fuel in the following episode. But that is that. It's also gonna be a night episode, so I guess that'll be less fun. But hey, that is that. Episode 2 down. Like this video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future updates on the Nightmare series. And of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.